All right, guys, so this is us now at the final stage of the BRR process, which really should be your finished house. And again, out here, just as if you're selling a house, when you're renting a house, the curb appeal is important. You can see we've got sort of black door, white windows, sort of grey window sills, and the whole side of the house looks really good. So it's really important whenever you're giving tenants a new house that it's somewhere where when they immediately see it, they could see themselves living there just as you would do if you're selling it. So let's go on inside because I don't want to be standing out in the rain any longer than I have to. So again, as you can see when you step inside, it's really important. Bright house, white walls. We've got sort of a nice black finish in the stairs, and you'll see a lot of sort of black within the house to keep it sort of that modern classical look, which I was really wanting with this house. So come in here. For those who remember one of the videos beforehand, you can remember how messy and horrible this is. This is almost like a brand new room. So again, for us and for me, what's really important when you're doing the BRR process is that you want this house to be appealing. You want this house to be exactly what the tenant is looking for. Can they imagine living here? Do you actually want to live here? And that's how I always view it. Now, one of the things is when it's your final stage, not many people will stage it. I believe in doing like sort of like a half stage. You'll see small little bits and pieces of decorations there. And that's just to really help break up the room. So you see we've got a bamboo plant there, some different bits and pieces of sort of decorations throughout the property. And again, that just helps the tenant when they go in imagine living there. So that's what you really want to do. You want to give the tenant something so they can go, I want this house, I want to live here, I can see myself living here. That little bit of emotional connection to the house is really important. So a lot of what you're looking to do when you're flipping houses, you can really apply to this here, and it's very important because again, one of the important parts of the BRR process is your refinance, and that means you're getting a surveyor of some sort to come out and value the house. You want them to be like, this is an amazing house. So having nicely freshly painted walls that are smooth, everything's nice and clean and it's decorative, helps increase hopefully that value and for you to get that end value if you want. So when you refinance, you can either pull out all of your money or at least most of your money. So we'll go into the kitchen here, which is one of the rooms which everyone loves. This is the sort of final product of the kitchen here. And for me, again, it's really important. Give the tenants something they love. So particularly in this room here, you can see it's all new appliances. Everything in here is brand new. So we've got a new cooker, we've got a new hob, new sink, and again, nicely freshly painted walls. We've got really good sort of fashionable shelving in the house and all throughout here. Just little small accents of things such as your door handles and all like that there actually can make such a difference. And again, it's increasing that desirability of what you want. Now, there's one thing we're going to show you outside, which is something I do and I'm starting to see more popularized, but it's something I've always done and really believe in. So come on outside. Whenever I'm doing a house, one of the big things I want to be thinking of is, can I be here on a sunny day? We don't often get them here in Belfast, but if you do be here, sunny day, a couple of beers, maybe small room for a bit of a barbecue, just imagining yourself out there and just painting, see out here with the walls white and having it all nice and clean and smooth looking. It actually makes your house seem bigger and brighter, particularly when you have a window out into the courtyard such as this. So these small little things you can think about maybe cost a couple of £100 to do, but really makes a big difference to your end value and also your desirability, because you're always going for those dual goals. So let's go on upstairs. One of the really important things, particularly for terrace style properties this here, is you're probably only going to have one bathroom, one toilet actually within it. So one of the things we done here, which is a bit different to what you may see, is actually just knock one of the walls out slightly. There was a stud wall, so we had the capabilities of doing that. And that allows us to actually make that bathroom that bit bigger. Again, people want a good sized bathroom. So slightly bigger bathroom, but again, nice detailing with the tiles. You can see some of the accents within it throughout the black, and that keeps it good. So we're actually going to have a look in here. which is where we're storing. This was originally an oil-based, oil-heated house. So we switched it over to gas. And again, for me, that's good. I believe you're going to see that sometime in the future where all houses are going to have to move over to gas. Doing it now saves time and issue in the future. I find valuers tend to like houses that have got that done, and it's also beneficial to tenants as well. So this here, for me, I quite like this room because you can easily see it for being used as a work from home sort of office, or particularly if it's a woman going to be living here, you can see it as a walk-in wardrobe, makeup room. It's nice and bright, which all this house really is, and it's even brighter on a nice day when we have a bit of sun. So go into the main bedroom here. So again, one of the things I would like to point out is we have a mirror, and just again, little bits and pieces of that staging process. It just makes that room seem more livable. Having a nice livable room, particularly when it's your main bedroom, is important. Again, people spend a lot of time in their houses now. They're spending more time. So you want to create a room where you can see it's big enough. You can see this clearly. You can fit a double bed in this room, even king size bed, and plenty of space for whatever they need, whether it's a TV they want to put on the wall or any wardrobe spaces or things like that. So plenty of room, big, nice, bright rooms for them. And then we go finishing the guest bedroom. Again, this probably isn't far off the same size, so this is good double bed for them. It creates that bit of extra space, really good guest room. And again, when you have a big, two big bedrooms like this here, this actually opens up the market a lot more for you. So you can either have a couple easily use it living in there. You could have a small family, sort of husband, wife, whatever sort of partnership, and kids staying here, or you can have two separate people and there wouldn't be any arguments about the size, who gets the bigger bedroom. So, you know, that's kind of one of the things when you're looking to finish a BRR process is, one, you're trying to imagine who this house can be designed for, but also when you're designing it, you want to make sure it isn't designed too narrow. The more you can open up the market, that means the more total people who would be interested in it. That means you're going to have a greater chance of getting it rented out. So again, I'm a big believer, as you've seen in other videos, of making sure that when you do your house, then it's of the highest quality. Now, that goes for a number of different reasons. One, and most importantly, I always go back to this, and I say this every video when we talk about this process, is giving tenants the best house. If you give tenants the best house, that means they're going to stay there longer. They'll be happy to pay the money for the house. And the longer they're there, the happier they are, the less issues you have, and actually the more money you will make as a property investor. Secondly, particularly when we're talking about the BRR process in this video, it allows you to have a higher end value. Now, every location has a ceiling. Maybe you'll be able to push that ceiling slightly up, but you always have to be conscious of that ceiling. And you want to be hitting that ceiling price. If you're able to hit that ceiling price, if you've done your refurb right and you've kept the costs right, you'll then either be able to pull out all of your money, which doesn't happen every time, but happens, or you'll be able to pull out most of them, maybe leave £10,000 in the property, and you're then able to recycle that money onto your next project and keep the process going. That's the magic of BRR, is that recycling of cash that allows you as an investor to get a good return on your money and allows you then to be able to move on to the next project. So that's sort of the end stage done here of the BRR. So really hope you've enjoyed this video here, bringing you through the 3 stages. So we showed you at the start what a house would look like when you first buy it, the middle stage of the refurb process, some of the stuff that's going on, some of the things you should be aware of, and then where we are here, the final process of where the house should be finished. It's about to go on the market, and also we're having valuers coming around soon, and we'll find out the end value. So this is where the BRR process comes in. It's the main strategy I use, and I find it's been really, really successful for me because I've done it right, I've followed the numbers, and I've trusted the process. So thank you for watching. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and let us know if you want us to do more videos like that, or if you're interested in anything else. Thanks. Bye.